Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Citra Aura Mulyana. I'm student in University Al Azhar Indonesia. Today I will talk about your financial literacy in the rise of cryptocurrency, crypto and the new phase of financial literacy. Spotting policy reflect before you invest. My goal is simple. By the end, you'll have a practical checklist to use before putting money into investment crypto or other risks. I'll cover 5 things. Why financial literacy matters, what makes crypto different, the anatomy of Ponzi schemes, one real case study, and how to protect yourself. Then I'll close with key takeaways.
Let's start with the problem. The OECD defines financial literacy as a combination of awareness, knowledge, skill, attitude, and behaviors that let people make sound financial decisions. Short, simple enough, but here the issue. According to the OECD 2023 International Survey, only 39% of adults across OECD countries score at least 70 out of 100 on their financial literacy scale. That means a majority of adults everywhere, not just in one country, don't reach what considers an adequate level of financial literacy, and this gap becomes even more gross when used complex financial products like cryptocurrency enter the market. People are really struggling with basic financial concept. How are they supposed to evaluate something as complicated as blockchain based investment? So what exactly makes crypto different from a normal investment? I want to highlight 3 things. Number 1, there's no central board trial. Most crypto assets sit outside traditional banking regulations, which mean the burden of diligence falls much more heavily on the individual investor. Number 2, novelty are scammed like fraud. Stress are expressed and rapid old scam in new technology. When something feels cutting edge and unfamiliar, people actually become less skeptical, not more, because they assume complexity across like image. And number 3, speed and reach, because everything is done digitally, and scam can recruit thousands of investors globally within months, not years, like it would have taken in the past. Now, how do we actually recognize a Ponzi scam when we see one? In 2024, a study published in the Journal of Financial Planning by researcher Hyman built a red flag checklist specifically for cryptocurrency Ponzi schemes. The researcher reviewed literature and grouped 42 verbatim red flags into 5 categories: investment, marketing, statement, and claimant, company or perpetrator, retour, and strategy. Investment marketing covers things like executive word of mouth, reversal statement, and payment cover inconsistent record and difficult payout. Company or perpetrator look at the people behind the scammer. Do they have a real history? Do they allow audits? Rattle is about the number themselves. Are they secretive? And strategy is about how vague or secretive the whole operation is. If I had to simplify all of that into something you could actually remember, it would be these 7 classic red flags, originally identified by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions. 1. High returns promised with little or no risk. 2. Returns to stay suspiciously consistent no matter what the market is doing. 3. Unregistered investment sold by unlicensed sellers. 4. Secretive of overly complex strategies that no one can clearly explain. 5. Statements that are inconsistent, delayed, or full of error. 6. Difficulty actually withdrawing your money. And 7. Pursuit to reinvest your earnings in terms of cashing out. If you see even 2 or 3 of these together, that's really a serious warning sign. Mirror Trading International, let me show you how this actually played out in the real life. Mirror Trading International, or MTI, was a South American-based cryptocurrency scam that promised return from actual methods Bitcoin trading. Before it collapsed, MTI collected a rogue 8.6 billion South African rand worth of Bitcoin from about 470,000 transactions. Eventually, regulators in the United States, Canada, and South Africa issued warning, and the scams was placed under liquidations. Here the interesting part, when research went back and tested MTI owns public marketing material again, the red flag checklist I just know it you. It make 88% of the identified red flag. In other words, the warning signs were there in plain sight the entire time. Months investors just didn't know what to look for. For habit, verify licensing questions, return test small withdrawals early, and look past the hype for real audits. 3 points: financial literacy and kept up. Crypto just disguising old Ponzi patterns, and a simple checklist can protect your money.